Hey, welcome back to the Help or Hinder YouTube channel. I'm Miles Shockley giving you the Christian view on certain films across movie streaming platforms. This time we are concentrating on Netflix and 2021 titles. So, the latest movie review comes for a Spanish film called Anonymously Yours. I believe this was shot in Mexico, so technically it's a Mexican film, and I gave this a 2.1 out of 10. I'm so sorry if there are many folks that are disappointed with this, but this, from a technical standpoint, was really challenging to watch. It was very anticlimactic, and watching characters on the phone, on the phone for 90% of the movie is rough. I mean, I already don't like to be on my phone all the time, and it's a challenge to break out of the robot mode. But to watch a movie about characters on their phones and to understand the story really predominantly through their text messages, which fly up on the screen in graphics so that it's somewhat entertaining, was really challenging to watch. Also, I really didn't like or favor the main character, the main protagonist. She comes off very cocky and pretentious, and for no reason. She's not from this billionaire class family, which would make sense on why she would be so pretentious at such a young age. And she always acts like she knows the right thing to do, never open to taking any wisdom, always acting like she has all the right answers. So, for those reasons, I found her character kind of deplorable. And I've seen that kind of personality type before, and it always grinded my gears. So to see that on a movie, to see that type of personality in a film was just, oh, it was hard for me to stomach. And spoiler alert, the worst part about this film is that at the climactic moment happens really at the end, the last 5 minutes, where they realize that the person that they really hated the most is the person that they've been texting back and forth, and they also happen to be falling in love with each other in person. So, here's the thing. Let me start over. What was good was that they wanted you to just to root them on and like hurry up, find each other out, find out that the person you've been texting anonymously is the person you don't like, who you're slowly falling in love with in person. You just don't know it. So throughout the film, you want the discovery to happen sooner than it's supposed to. Then when it finally happens and you're like, yes, it's happening, they do a very poor job of a montage of flashbacks, and then they just do this. A grin! A grin! It's a grin! We spent an hour and a half waiting for a grin? Waiting for a grin? A smirk? You'd have been through all of that, and we get a smirk? No, oh my God, it's you. No, lift you up into the air. Oh my God, oh, I can't believe it. No excitement. I get a smirk. What is that? And then what really bothered me too is just the lack of diversity. And I've noticed this across a lot of foreign films. They don't show a lot of diversity. People from ethnic backgrounds. It's always, and people, well, what do you expect? It's shot in this country. It doesn't matter. We're expected in this country to have diversity in our films. The same should go for foreign markets. The same standards should apply. They should not get away with just being a strict nationalistic movie if we can't do it. Just my personal opinion, I think it's always good to throw in, a few characters that round it out. Like there's a great Polish Christmas film called David and the Elves, and they do a good job of adding some African American characters or black characters. They add in some Asian characters, and it's a film that's shot in Poland. So at least they tried, right? But this film, it's just there's no diversity at all. And unfortunately, I noticed it watching this film. And now it speaks for all the other foreign films that I've watched. So sadly, they're taking the brunt of my feedback. Another thing is that this film falls into the old formula for making movies nowadays for these platforms, especially when it comes to young teenager films and young people films, or female centered characters, or female led films. And that's, there has to be a love triangle. Oh my God. Except this time, the love triangle is between this anonymous person that she thinks she's talking to and the person that she's actually getting to know, which happens to actually be the anonymous person that she's been texting. So technically, that is a love triangle. And so you're going to see this in almost every female-led romantic film. I mean, Red Notice, it's even there. You got The Rock, and you have Ryan Reynolds, and then you have a Gal Gadot, right? Technically, kind of a triangle. So they want to do this because this is all based on research that this makes up the majority of romance novels that a lot of women read. They like to see this pyramid, or these two options of alpha males to choose from. And that's what we see in this movie as well. This is a Hinder film. This is not going to help your walk in any way. I thought there was some strong elements of storytelling in the film, like really exposing what it's like to be a youth nowadays and a coming of age story. So those things are great. I love to see more Spanish market, more Mexican market films make it on the Netflix platform, other than El Chapo. So that's a wonderful thing too. But this is not going to help your walk. This is a Hinder film 2.1. Be honest with you, stay clear of it. But again, for the appreciation for more films coming out of the Mexican market, watch it for those reasons on Netflix. I'm Miles Shockley. This is the Helper Hinder YouTube channel. God bless you. Jesus walks with you. Take care. Bye.